Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ethics Online for Mount San Antonio College for summer 2022. I am really happy to have you as part of this class. Let me introduce myself and then introduce the course to you and make this a very short few-minute orientation. So my name is Dr. Andrea Diem. I am a professor of philosophy at Mount SAC. I'm also the department chair, and I've been teaching at Mount SAC for many, many years. One of my favorite subjects is teaching ethics as well as world religion. So hopefully one day, if you enjoy this class, you'll be joining that one as well. That's my hope. So let me introduce this course to you. This course is an accelerated course. As you know, it's a summer school course. We've taken 16-week course and put it into 6 weeks. So we know it's going to move fast. It's supposed to be 54 hours. If it was taught on campus, it's supposed to match that. And in 6 weeks, that's 9 hours a week. For the online version, it's supposed to be similar, if not the same. And it pretty much is, but I think if you shave away the driving to campus, the parking, the walking up to the classroom in the heat and all that stuff that you don't have to do, I think you're probably really putting in more like 50 hours for this class. But it's about 8 hours a week. So schedule yourself very wisely. Some students like to do 1 hour a day for the 7 days a week, put in 7 hours, and they usually do very well. If you have a little extra time, maybe bring it up to 8, but I don't think necessarily you have to put 9 or 10 hours in. So the class is designed all on Canvas. It is very, hopefully, easy for you to navigate. I have received what's called a CVC, California Virtual College Badge, meaning my class has met the quality standards of the state of California. It was a hard thing to earn. It actually had to really revamp my whole course, but hopefully the class now is a much better version than it used to be. It's got all of the material embedded in Canvas. I used to have students click out links and click out to YouTube. You don't have to do that anymore. Everything is embedded. Everything is clearly easy to follow and navigate. Now, the class actually looks really nice on a mobile device. And I find that interesting because when I'm looking at my phone I have the Canvas app, which I think you need to have as well, or should have. You can actually sit on the couch. You could lay in bed. You could be at Starbucks, and you could have your phone or your iPad, and you could read an article on Canvas because it's embedded, and then hit next and go to the next page and read another article, because I don't have any one textbook. I don't have a textbook you have to click out to or purchase or anything. Everything's free and everything's embedded. And after reading that, it'll maybe bring you to the films, and you can watch a YouTube film, again, not clicking out, but right there in Canvas. So it's kind of nice that you can take part of the class in a comfortable environment like that without sitting at a computer, which is always kind of stressful and takes a little bit more energy. But the two things you do need to do while you're on the computer and not on your phone is in terms of taking the tests that needs to be done on the computer, and also are called quizzes. There's not really an official test, there's quizzes, and also writing your posts. So your posts or your project and your tests have to be at the computer setting. Outside of that, though, a lot of the class can be taken in a relaxed, I don't know, reading at the beach is a little challenging, but that kind of environment. So what else did I want to say? The subjects we cover in this class hopefully are very enjoyable to you. I try to create a non-dry ethics course. What that means is very current, interesting subjects, hopefully appealing to you guys. For instance, we look at animal welfare, which is a very important topic, has been in ethics for many, many years, but very current today as well. We look at abortion and all the chaos that's going on in America today about that. We look at euthanasia, and it's legal in California, but that's only as of June 2016. So that's also a really interesting topic to look at. We look at brain research and what's going on in terms of the biochemistry in our brain that can account for some of our moral behavior. We look at evolutionary ethics and the origins of ethics. So there's a lot of very interesting, modern, relatable topics in this class. We also read about some of the philosophers and what they had to say, because this is a philosophy class. So what did Friedrich Nietzsche have to say about ethics? What did Marx have to say about ethics? What did Plato and Socrates and Sartre and so forth? So we learn about those interesting ethical theorists as well. We have some Eastern ethics in this class. One of my fortes is Eastern philosophy. So we look at Jainism and Buddhism and Hinduism. And again, kind of fun, different topics for you guys. So there's my introduction to the class and to me. What else do I want to say? Um, I think I think that's kind of the syllabus will walk you through, all the key elements. And I have also an orientation module for you to go through, and that should orientate you to the class. Let me just say what to do right away, right when the class starts. So the first thing you want to do is read the syllabus, make sure you understand it, then go right to what's called the orientation module. And there's like, I think 11 or 12 pages. Each pages are very short, and read through those. At the end of that, there's going to be an orientation quiz. It takes you like 5 minutes with 5 questions to answer, or I forgot how many questions, very few, just a few minutes to answer. And that should give you hopefully 5 points right away. You're going to introduce yourself to your classmates and respond to a few classmates as well. And that gives you 5 points. So you're starting the class off with these 10 points really easy. And then in week one, again, it's an accelerated course, so it's not all we do in week one. We actually have to start the lesson plans. There's 12 of them. Go ahead and finish up lesson plan 1 and 2. And then week 2, we do 3 and 4, and we do 2 lesson plans every single week. Final thing about that, every time you do a lesson plan, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Every time you do 2 lesson plans, that's the end of the week, you have it all done, you take a quiz on it. And then the next week, when you do the next 2 lesson plans, there's no more quiz on that material. It just moves on to the next set of material. Every time we end a week, we have a quiz, and we also have a post. I used to have you do a post per lesson plan. Now I just say, here's 2 lesson plan topics, pick which one. I give you lots of options. When you open up the discussion, you say, well, which post do I want to answer? I give you like 5 options, because I say, hey, which one do you find interesting to answer? Pick one of them, write a nice post essay. It's about 300 words or more. It could be longer if you want, and then respond to 2 classmates. So that's the pattern every week: a quiz, a lesson plan post, and 2 student responses. So I hope you enjoy this course this summer. I'm available to you through email 24/7, but not at 3 a.m. But a lot of the times I'm checking my email and responding very quickly. I also have a help forum. Please post any questions you have there. Classmates can also help answer those, as will I. And I think that's basically my orientation for you guys. So have a fabulous summer, get some beach time in, get some family time in, and also hopefully you enjoy learning about ethics. Namaste, everybody. That's my greeting to you. It's a Hindu greeting, means I bow to the divine in you. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.